It's psychiatric time at Meineke Cinnaminson.
I'm trying to shoot myself in the face, man. People are fucking nuts.
So Rachel said I had 3 customers in a row. So I come up here and she's frazzled. So I see one customer who parks in the middle of the parking lot, and then he's walking back and forth. He sees the bays are full, and then I catch the tail end of the conversation when I come up here that he went to AutoZone in advance and had a diagnostic done. No, you didn't. That wasn't a diagnostic, sir. That was just some guy has no clue what he's doing, plugging a tool into your car and reading what it says to you. Correct?
Yeah, nobody understands that though. Okay, well, what part do you need? What's the actual part? Do you know where it goes? No? No? Well then, do you know why it failed? No? Then, that's a fucking diagnosis. Diagnostic, whatever.
Yeah, now you need us to
fucking crazy today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need story times from everybody about your life, your situation. You're not. Do you want to spend money? Do you want your car fixed right?
Hold
If
on.
not, keep it moving. I ain't got time.
Do you want to fix your car?
I am one person.
Yes. Do you want to fix your car? Well, that will require money, skills, and ability, which is here, right? Rachel's skill and ability. And we need to get out of you what your problem is, and then turn that into products and services, which has dollar signs attached to it, right? So what was his problem in the end?
Which one?
The guy with the beard. What was his problem in the end?
What?
What was his problem? Why was the reason why he left?
Oh, you can't afford it.
And we didn't even diagnose his car.
No.
We didn't even get to diagnoose his car, and he already said he couldn't afford it.
It's $90. You got to drop it off.
Right. And then, so now
I don't need a story.
Rachel has another customer here that supposedly went to the dealership and got some nonsense. So the story was it was $2,000 at the dealership to fix his exhaust. The customer said, or more, right? Because they don't really know until they get into it. So what he tells Rachel means nothing to me. I get it on the lift and I take a look at it, and I notice that the transcooler in the AC condenser is dripping transmission fluid out of it. So the customer couldn't afford to spend $2,000 or more at the dealership to fix that, not including the transmission fluid leaking out of his AC condenser, which in turn, if he doesn't fix it, it's going to cost him $4,000 for a transmission, which he can't afford $2,000 at the dealership now, not including the transmission AC condenser replacement. So they already slathered mud over a section that is already rotted out, and I said, all right, well, I'm not messing with it, right? And he was told that I could fix the car because I can make things. Well, yeah, I can make things when it warrants making things. So I tell Rachel I need 3 exhaust pieces, gaskets, spring bolts, and the ball clamps. And if the converter ball flanges are rotted out under that crap that they have muffler mud slathered on, that he's going to need converters. So then the guy's giving Rachel a big story that he bought the car somewhere and the transmission cooler should be under warranty, and don't worry about it if your AC is still working then. Don't worry about it. Your transmission is going to blow up if you don't have fluid in it.
Hi, how are you?
So then Rachel says, well, this is what it is to fix the exhaust, not including the converters if you need the converters. He's like, well, I can't afford $3,000. I said, I don't care. This is what I need to start for the exhaust, which is $650. And if you need other parts on top of that once I get into it, it is what it is. And I said, Rachel, make the relationship like, if a roofer comes out to your house and says, yeah, you need new shingles, and then you approve that and they tell you, hey, there may be things that we don't see because the roof's covering it, and they don't know, and then they start tearing the roof off and say, oh yeah, now you need a rafter, you need 20 sheets of plywood. Do you think he's just going to put your old roof back on?
Take the video over there. I can't hear her.
I don't care.
Okay.
This is my sandbox.
I know, but I'm explaining to you to go away because I'm having trouble hearing her.
Well, put one finger in your ear.
Shonda?
Put one finger in your ear. So,
well, I didn't hear
oh, my shoulder. Leaning, getting old. So I said, if the roofer comes out to your house and starts taking your shingles off, and he gets down to the section where the entire roof is just about stripped, and then he's at the point where now he's finding that you need wood and rafters and some other things, he's going to say, hey, Mr. Customer, I need another $2,000 or $3,000 to fix your roof. What do you want to do? Well, I can't afford that. What do you think that guy's going to do? He's going to put his hand down and say, well, then just pay me for the time that I've already been here, my crew and everything else. You figure out how to clean up the mess that's out here, and you call me when you're ready to do the job right. And on the way, he's going to go. By no means is he going to do anything for free for you and be on his way. Well, we're the same way. Like, we have to say, hey, I need to start here, and at the end, it could be here. And if you can't afford to get to that end resolution for your car, that's not Rachel's problem or my problem. That's your problem. You have to figure that out. We can only tell you, hey, there may be other things that are needed. And I assure you, every roofer and plumber are going to say that to you because there's unforeseen circumstances, right? So that guy said, don't worry about the AC condenser, transmission cooler leak, and trans fluid because his AC still works. So he's going to wind up buying a $4,000 transmission. Well, he doesn't have $2,000, so he's not going to spend $4,000 on the transmission when that grenades. So that car will probably just sit. And the used car dealer told him, don't worry about it because the AC still works, that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then another lady called about her car at the dealership. And Rachel's like, well, why did you take your car to the dealership? And she said, well, how much did the dealership tell this lady to fix her seat?
Like $2,700.
So the dealership mechanic obviously got in her car and moved the seat, and now the seat won't.
No, her husband moved the seat up, and now they can't move it. It won't go back.
All right, so her husband moved it. So why did she go to the dealer? That was stupid. So
She likes the dealer. Don't.
right. So anyway, then she calls Rachel, giving us the story, and Rachel's like, why'd you even go there? Bring it here and have Anthony look at it.
She said I knew.
But she already went to the dealer, which was a waste of
She
time.
thought it was going to be something dealer specific. She didn't know that you take care of that. So I explained to her, yes, he does. And then
$2,700 to fix your seat.
They want to replace the entire thing
Seat
underneath.
base, yep.
The whole base.
The whole seat base.
And it might not need that.
It may not need a whole entire seat base, but the dealer doesn't care about you. All they care about is how much money they can get out of you to resolve the issue that you're there for. No different than when they come to me and ask me how much is it to fix a problem, right? This is how much it costs, and if you can't afford that, then there's not much we can do for you. We were just talking about you, tire guy. We're like, where's our tire?
There it is.
My man, thank you.
I told you it's probably
Going back to work.
class.